Hello and welcome once again to Time and Time Again. My name is Alan. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Tudor Pelagos or Pelagos 39. I've just bought this around about 4 days ago. I might as well say right from the beginning that this is my one watch moving forward. From today, 6th of April 2023, I no longer need to look at any other watches for my personal collection. I'm happy to do it. If anyone wants to send any watches in for review, I'm more than happy to take a look and do these videos. But as far as my personal collection goes, this is now my one watch. It's all I'm ever going to need, and that's a very, very bold statement, I know, but and it is the honeymoon period. I'm aware of that. Have I felt like this before about a watch? Possibly somewhere close. I love the Zin 556A. I keep going back to that one. I love the Tudor Black Bay 36. That's one that I've gone back to a few times, as well as the Tudor Black Bay 58. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a thing for Tudor, but this watch is pretty much as perfect as it's ever going to get for me personally. So yeah, let's have a look. This is the box. It's usual Tudor box, very high quality, lovely, lovely box. Not much. It feels a little bit kind of, I don't know. Do I need to talk about the box? The start of the show. In fact, yeah, box here. Tudor warranty. Spare links are in there. This actually comes with a rubber strap as well, which is great. I'm going to be kind of putting that on maybe daily, and then using the bracelet for doing anything nice. But yeah, that's a nice added bonus with this. Price is £3,850 here in the UK. I think initially when it launched back in August 2022, it was £3,500. So there has been a price increase already. And at one point it was really quite difficult to get hold of. In fact, I've still got my name down at Beaverbrooks in Chester, and apparently there was another 19 on the list before me. But funnily enough, I managed to get this. Let's get it in shop before I carry on. Ooh, there she is. Perfection. Like I say, where was he up to? Yeah, I was on the list at Beaverbrooks. Only recently went in there and put my name down. And just over last weekend, I was just looking on Google, and as you do, having a shop around, and lo and behold, Beaverbrooks themselves online was showing in stock next day delivery. So very, very happy to get it so quick. So let's go through the dimensions and the little bits and bobs that make this the perfect watch for me anyway. Back off wrist, and let's get it in here, and let's get it a bit closer up. There we go. So dimensions, 39mm. That's the first box ticked for me. That is the ideal size for my 6 1/4 inch wrist, 39mm. My favourite style of watch is a diver, so this ticks that box as well. Obviously, it's a 39mm diver. Thickness or thinness is 11.8mm, so that is again perfection. Particularly having a kind of a slender wrist, it makes a difference that it's not kind of sticking up like a big Black Bay Pro 14.7 or whatever that is. This is ideal. Lug to lug is again perfect 47mm. It couldn't be any more perfect. It's not too big, and because it's not shorter than 47, it just adds to the presence on the wrist, and just complements that 39mm diameter. So it's perfectly in proportion, and the lug width, sorry, that is 21mm, which I've seen watching various videos is a slight complaint, because obviously myself included, I've got a box full of 20mm straps that this would look wonderful on, but with it being 21, that means I can't really use any of them. But is it a problem? Not really. It comes on this lovely titanium bracelet, and it also includes, like I say, that rubber strap, and I've also even picked up a nice red rubber strap already that I'm going to try on it, so that's enough for me anyway. And I think it really helps to the look of it. Obviously, if they'd gone 20mm, these thin lugs would have been slightly thicker by 0.5mm each side, so I don't know if it would have looked as perfect as this had they made that 20mm. But yeah, like I say, not really an issue for me, considering now that this is going to be my only watch. I only need this strap that's on it and maybe the rubber one. That's me done. I know some people are going to be saying, "Oh, don't be saying that, you don't know that, you're in the honeymoon period," but no, I've decided. Where was he up to? Dimensions 21mm, lug to lug 47, case diameter 39mm. The case, the bezel does overhang by a millimetre, so it's actually 40 measured from the bezel, which really helps with the turning the bezel. I know on the Black Bay 58 I had to literally, it was a bit stiff, that one as well. I don't know whether that was the case for all of them, but because it was stiff and because I can't get this nice grip on the 58, I was having to push down on top of the bezel and turn it like that, which wasn't ideal. But this, wait till you see this, how easy it is. No having to force down on top of this bezel. Got a nice easy grip with that lovely overhang, and this bezel action is just superb. 60 clicks, lovely solid sound, and something that we watch reviewers often look for is backplay, and quite often I've said no backplay at all. When there's even been a little bit of a touch of backplay, you expect that, but once it's seated, there's no backplay. This is the same, but this is the most solid I've ever felt with a bezel. So that's again another box ticked, another reason why I don't need to look at any more watches now, is that wonderful bezel action. Not to mention the design wise, that sunburst ceramic lovely look on it as well, giving it another dimension. Versatility wise, this means that because there's that lovely light play on that bezel. It's got a bit of, I don't want to use the word blinginess, flashiness, because it's not really what I'm looking for, but it's a nice touch of that. We'll call it a touch of blinginess, just making it a nice eye-catching bezel, giving it that, suitability to stick on the wrist for a nice meal out, and most occasions, even maybe not a wedding, I don't know, but I think you could get away with wearing this anywhere, because it has that added little bonus of the finish on that bezel, and also the dial as well. The dial's got a touch of sunburst on it, as you can see as I tilt it forward and back there. I know some people don't particularly like that, or were worried about that. I was a little bit worried about it until I've actually seen it in person, and excuse me, I've only got, it's only made me love it even more. Love that about it. Where was we up to? Dimensions. We've done the lug to lug, we've done the case, we've done the bezel, lug width 21mm. Oh, not slight, no, it's not an issue, but design wise it's great. No drilled lugs, but it does make changing that bracelet a little bit tricky, as in possibility of making little marks on the lugs, particularly with it being titanium. You'll see that one there, and that I've tried it on the rubber strap a couple of times, and I was super careful, and I probably should have put little bits of tape on the back of those lugs, because I've actually, as you can see, marked that one and that one as well. Normally I would be really quite bothered by that, because I'd be thinking, when I'm moving it on, I'm going to have to mention that, and I'm going to lose money, and this is different now. This is a keeper. So, and the fact that it's underneath, that it's marked, it's not really ever going to bother me that. But I do believe that titanium does not polish, but you're able to buff out those scratches quite easily. So I'll look into that at some point, because I'm sure with it being titanium, I'm going to scuff this up. Not scuff, scratch. Titanium is apparently much more kind of bang proof, not bang, ding, tough. Yeah, so I mean, I will inevitably bang it at some point, but I think the fact that it's titanium, it's going to be able to withstand that. But the downside is much more easily to pick up scratches, apparently. Again, though, I'm not. I'm going to be nowhere near as bothered about that anymore, because I won't be looking to move it on. Solid case back. Behind the case back is the Tudor in-house movement, which is it's been 4 days. I did have to set the time again though yesterday, because I wanted to take a nice picture with it at 10:10, as you do. But up until over the first 3 days, it was just over a second fast in 3 days. So I'm guessing 2, maybe 3 seconds fast a week. A week is pretty good. That's something I never really thought I'd be too bothered about. I'd just reset it every few days or every week, and it is what it is. But because this is running so well, actually, it's a nice, again, it feels like a nice added bonus. I wasn't aware that I was too worried about it, but now that I've got a watch that runs this well, I'm really happy about it. Where was I? I'm all over the place here. giddy. I'm still honeymoon phasey. Yeah, the in-house movement behind that solid case back. Get a nice shot of that there. And whilst we are here, let's have a look at this bracelet. Just look how nice that sits to the case there. Tiny little bit of movement. But, yeah, it's tiny. And without that, changing that strap would be even harder if it was too tight. But I'm going to use that word again. I think it's perfect. Tapers down to 16 at the clasp, so it's got a lovely taper to it as well, as you can see. And we have the wonderful Tudor T-fit clasp, so we can just micro adjust on the fly like that. And we have a dive extension, which I'll probably never use, but nice to know that's there as well. With regards to this, say you've got that amount of adjustment there, just dead easy to do. I'm trying to think how it's sized to my wrist now. I've taken off 4 links, and I've got it on the tightest of the micro adjust there, and it's fitting perfectly. So, but if I wanted to get it any tighter, if it was a bit loose, I can't go any tighter unless I remove another link, which I did try. So I had 5 links removed, but then, yeah, it didn't fit quite as well as this. So yeah, I don't know whether I'll be able to take advantage of that, other than making it a bit looser if I have been going to the gym and I start bulking up. I know I've got that option. Yeah, and the clasp ceramic bearings there, lovely. This little pointy bit on the what's the technical term for that? I don't know what the technical term for this bit is, but you get that to make it nice and easy to unfold, and then that is, yeah, really nice and easy to open and close. Let's have a look at that. Just gorgeous. Have we gone through everything? Have we? Is there enough said? Tudor. Oh yeah, we've done that, haven't we? The crown. Water resistance, 200 metre, which is plenty for being a desk diver. I believe the older models, the Pelagos, was something like 500 metre, but they were certainly bigger than this and more chunky. So 200 metre water resistance, meaning the added bonus of 11.8 millimeters thickness, is fine by me. Let's show you the wrist shot. Just get me little cloth, wipe away any little smudges. Boom. Let's back up a bit. There you go. Like I say, it doesn't overhang at all over my slender 6 1/4 inch wrist. The clasp is kind of over this way. Can't quite get it to get to centre, but I mean that's down to my size wrist there. It is quite a large clasp, as you can see, but does that bother me? Absolutely not. Just lovely. Just look at that dial. Just look at that bezel. In fact, should we just do this for about 20 minutes? I know I'd watch it. But this is why I say it's game over for me. This is my one and done. I can now move on and obsess about something else. Like I say though, I'm happy to do these, to do some more reviews if anyone wants to send me anything. Just because it's a nice little thing to do, isn't it? But as far as my collection goes, this is all I need. So I think that's about it. I'm going to end the video with just a couple of pictures that I've taken over the past few days, just in various settings. There will be one or two on the rubber strap as well, and I think I've got a picture with it on the red strap as well that I bought from Amazon. It's probably going to live on this bracelet most of the time, but if I'm out and about just daily wearing, I may put it back on that rubber from time to time as well. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully I've covered everything. And I'll see you on the next video if anyone sends me any watches. Okay. See you again. Cheers. I've got a watch on my wrist. I never knew it could feel like this. Turns out it's not just telling time. It makes me feel like I'm alive. And I don't want to hear that I've spent too much. 'Cause I can't put a price on this love.